This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Keely Vilgas. Thank you for joining us tonight. We begin this evening with those heavy rains and strong storms continuing to hit the Suncoast. ABC7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan has been following this all day. Let's get a check. Bob.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing you think about it, Haley. Over the past couple of days, couple of water spouts today, winds gusting as high as nearly 60 miles an hour in South Sarasota County and into Charlotte County. And all said and done, over the past 24 hours, nearly 14 inches of rainfall over parts of South Florida. That's right, 14 inches. This is truly a tropical system which is causing the possibility of flooding, or real possibility, down to our south, as they could see an additional 4 to 6 inches of rainfall tomorrow, making a grand total over 20 inches of rainfall from this one event. We're not getting as much, but just within the last half hour or so, we're starting to see redevelopment of showers and storms near Lakewood Ranch and near Bradenton, and also southwest towards Sarasota. Other storms are out there developing in the Gulf of Mexico with more energy headed our way, but you'll notice this training effect that's going on right there into just south of Fort Myers, DeMarco Island, Naples, and along Alligator Alley. That's the area that has had nearly 14 inches of rainfall. Now we have again a small craft advisory in effect and a rip current advisory for area beachgoers. Remember that all the beaches there along the Sun Coast going to see some rip currents, but the main precipitation area right now down to our south, that's where the heaviest rainfall is. But there's more on the way. There's an area of low pressure that's spinning right here now, and this has a little bit of a pinwheel effect with bringing showers and storms kind of rotating around this whole circulation right on into the Sun Coast, and you can see that it's lined up out there in the Gulf of Mexico. Currently, we have some light rain still falling now at the airport at 75 degrees. The pressure rising slightly, but still rather low at 29.84 inches. We'll have more in the forecast, let you know about when we'll see the sunshine come out in full effect coming up a little bit later. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Bob. As part of Sarasota County's preparations for emergencies and hurricane season, the county is testing out a system that could help you be prepared as well. The Code Red system calls, texts, and even emails those who register for it when an emergency is reported in the county. It includes everything from boil water notices to tornado warnings.
By registering for the Code Red system, people will get those emergency messages. You know, they'll be available, they'll be able to get those emergency messages from Weather Warn that there's a tornado threat or something like that. Also, if the county puts out a notification that we're evacuating a certain area or something, they'll be included in that call. Otherwise, they may not get that information.
Currently, the Code Red emergency systems work by automatically collecting landline numbers in particular areas. But we know many of you do not have landlines, so county officials are asking for people to sign up using their cell phone numbers as well. Those who have already signed up will receive a test call on Wednesday. And remember, you can also get up-to-the-minute updates on weather and other news stories by downloading the ABC7 weather and news apps. Once you download those apps, you will get updates on the forecast, on breaking news, and local stories straight to your phone. All this rain we've been getting over the past few days, it is helping our wildfire situation. Today, Manatee County officials decided to lift the burn ban due to the recent rainfall. It had been in effect for about 6 weeks. Sarasota County's burn ban is still in effect until further notice. The Suncoast continues to have a lot of issues with alligators that are considered to be a nuisance. Sarasota and Bradenton are among the top areas in the state where gators have to be removed. ABC7's Rick Adams takes a closer look at the problem.
Well, signs like this are to be taken very seriously because of the enormous amount of alligators here in the state of Florida. Folks may be spotting a lot more active gators nowadays because of the drought and because of mating season. The numbers are almost hard to fathom. In 2016, Florida's statewide nuisance alligator program received almost 13,000 complaints of alligators that were potentially causing problems. That resulted in the removal of more than 8,000 gators. The Venetian Golf and River Club in Nokomis is one of the developments that has had nuisance alligators removed.
The nuisance alligator is someone who's no longer fearful of humans. That's why you don't want to feed them.
Dr. Catherine Clements with the University of Florida IFAS Extension in Sarasota County says feeding an alligator is the biggest reason why an alligator can become a problem. She tells us the state of Florida has about 1 gator for every 20 people, and it is illegal to feed them.
We basically are living in their backyard, so we need to learn how to be smart, be alligator smart, and live with them.
It's a lesson Clements says residents on the Suncoast really need to learn. Out of 415 Florida cities that reported nuisance alligators in 2016, the Sarasota area came in second with 176 alligators removed. The Bradenton area finished 8th with 116 removals. Orlando tops the list.
We want to make sure we're not feeding alligators, we're not disposing of those fish scraps anywhere other than the garbage. We want to keep our pets and our children about 10 feet away from the water's edge in areas where there might be alligators.
Once an alligator is considered to be a nuisance, they are removed and then euthanized. For Efron and his neighbors, they've had experts come into their development to teach folks how to live with alligators. He says those educational lessons have made a huge difference. Efron tells us they haven't had any nuisance alligators in quite some time.
We do our best here to educate everyone in terms of the traits and habits of the alligator, so we minimize any types of conflict.
And if you feel you've come across a nuisance alligator, you're being asked to contact Florida Fish and Wildlife immediately. Reporting from Sarasota County, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Rick. New tonight, a Sarasota man is facing charges for falsely presenting himself as an electrical contractor. Detectives with the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office say they received a tip that Artemio Anuber was advertising himself as a handyman and electrical contractor on Craigslist under the name Blue Monkey Electric. He was arrested during an undercover sting where detectives posed as homeowners. Governor Scott's list of vetoes from the state budget is making a mark on the Suncoast, with some funding getting cut that would have helped pay for widening River Road. The road is a major artery for Sarasota and Charlotte counties, as well as an evacuation route. The governor cut $3 million from the $90 million project. It would widen the roadway, adding 4 to 6 lanes in some areas, among some other changes. In their joint meeting today, Sarasota County and Northport City commissioners raised concerns about getting state funding. They're considering other options to make up for that loss. Turning to international news now, new developments tonight about the men behind the massacre in London over the weekend. 2 of the 3 attackers were known to authorities. One of them attempted to travel to Syria to join ISIS. ABC's Ariel Reshef has the latest from London.
A clearer picture of 2 of the men and their motive behind Saturday's bloodshed in the heart of London. 22-year-old Moroccan Youssef Zagba lived in Italy and was well known to British authorities as a potential threat, even attempting to travel to Syria to join ISIS. And new pictures surfacing of Karam Butt, the suspected mastermind of Saturday's murderous rampage. Accounts of his volatile and violent behavior repeatedly reported to police.
He ran at me with an expression of hatred in his face. A scuffle broke out, and at one point I helped wrestle him to the ground. So he was full of hate.
Butt was the center of a probe in 2015 and was detained, only to be released without charge. But neither of the men were being tracked, managing to avoid U.S. terror watch lists.
They would have certainly been able to buy a ticket and fly to the United States.
British Prime Minister Theresa May announcing that British intelligence agents will review concerns that warnings about 2 of the London attackers were not heeded. The London attack was the 3rd in the UK in just 3 months, all of them carried out by men known to British authorities and all of them claimed by ISIS. Ariel Reshef, ABC News, London.
A woman working for the National Security Agency is under arrest for espionage. Reality Winner is accused of leaking an NSA document with top secret information about Russian meddling in the election. The report includes information about a Russian military cyber attack on a U.S. voting software company. Authorities say Winner illegally obtained the classified report, printed out a copy, and mailed it to an online media group. She faces up to 10 years in prison. Jeff Sessions' decision to recuse himself from the Russia investigation earlier this year is creating tension in the White House. Sources tell ABC News that the Attorney General has recently suggested that he could resign. Two sources close to the president say he has lashed out repeatedly at the Attorney General in private meetings. During a press conference today, when asked if President Trump has confidence in Sessions, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer has said that he has not had that discussion with the president. Now to an update on plans to repeal and replace Obamacare. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell told President Trump today that the Senate may vote on new health care legislation by July 4th. McConnell says the Congressional Budget Office will issue a new report on the Senate's version of the bill very soon. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with our forecast to tell us if the rain will continue. Plus, Bill Cosby's accuser takes the stand in his sexual assault trial. And a Sarasota High grad and Reds player on fire tonight against the Cardinals. That's in sports.
Across America with Mega Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
Good evening, I'm Carol Blackman. It's Tuesday, June 6th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $80 million. To win the jackpot, all you have to do is match all 5 white balls plus the Gold Mega Ball. Get ready to be a millionaire. Your first number is 49. Up next, 75. That's followed by 16. Then we have 3, and our final white ball is 5. Time now for the Gold Mega Ball. The Gold Mega Ball is 5. Your winning numbers again are 49, 75, 16, 3, 5, and the Gold Mega Ball is 5. Now, if no one matches all 6 numbers, Friday's jackpot could be $90 million. Good luck.
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery? Sure. We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Hurricane season is here, and so is the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with pets, and important phone numbers. Visit mysuncoast.com and download the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. Brought to you by Batteries Plus, the Florida Lottery, and Sarasota Glass and Mirror.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Well, Bobby was pretty intense today.
Yes, it was. I mean, 50, 60-mile-an-hour winds in parts of South Sarasota County as well as into Charlotte County. A water spout near Turtle Beach right around 12:30 today. Yes, and the rains were heavy at times. Things are going to be kind of like that again tomorrow, although I don't think the severe weather threat is as much because things are starting to set up a little bit further south. Vanway's a webcam showing lots of raindrops on the lens there throughout the afternoon, and some of that rain was heavy at times, and then the sun peaked out just at the right time around sunset. And look at this gorgeous pink sky right at 8:30 this evening. A beautiful shot right there from our Van Wezel webcam, and had a lot of photos sent in. Some great photos they were too. This is a nice rainbow on Siesta Key with this looks like a little boat that got away from the heavy surf there. This catamaran sailboat is kind of dry dock, so to speak, right there on the beach. Deborah sending that one in. And then Laura Geiger is sending this one in from Lakewood Ranch. A nice rainbow, a full one at that. And Norm Schimmel getting this picture right there from Golden Gate. Appreciate that. And Casey Key, Fred Seeger, also a beautiful shot with a little bit of sunshine. That's all we saw, really, was right around sunset. And that's about the only sunshine we could muster up. There's a low pressure area right here. You can see it spinning in that counterclockwise swirl. There's little pieces of energy that will feed through the Gulf of Mexico. But the big story is the heavy rainfall down here into South Florida now. And there are flood advisories out and flood watches out, too, as a result of the training. That's a repeated shower and thunderstorm activity moving over the same area. And they could see an additional 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. These showers that are moderate at times now to getting heavy are just now developing in the Gulf of Mexico and moving onshore into Manatee and Sarasota counties. More importantly, the heavier rainfall staying to our south right now. There's a chance we could see a little bit more action developing overnight. Doesn't appear that anything will be too severe like we saw earlier this afternoon around 3 to 4 o'clock. But look at this. All this rain continuing to move right on into, there's Alligator Alley in this particular spot right there. Got to look at that. This is the past 24 hours, up to 13 inches. Additional 4 inches possible, making a grand total up to 17 inches of rainfall there. And even near Naples, they had up to nearly 5 inches of rainfall. All told, in Sarasota, we've had over 4 inches reported at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport over the past 2 days there. And the rainfall will keep coming tomorrow, although a little bit more sunshine expected tomorrow. A small craft advisory remains in effect for coastal waters. There are the flood warnings still in effect near Alligator Alley, and also a flood watch to the northeast. It's quite a contrast. We move back from the fire danger now to a flooding issue here across parts of the peninsula of Florida. Well, we'll watch this. You'll notice a little bit more clear skies here in the Gulf of Mexico. That's the reason why we'll see a little bit more sunshine tomorrow, but that may aid in the thunderstorm development, especially in the afternoon. 75 right now, dew point way up there at 74, and the relative humidity at 96%. The high temperature was below average at 85 degrees, our normal high at 88, and another inch plus at the airport. 2 days in a row, we've had over an inch to almost an inch and a half of rainfall in 2 consecutive days. Well, this model continues to show the big flooding problem down to our south, although we start to get in a little bit of rainfall around 4:30, a little bit more so, and then it kind of gets a little motion upward at 10:30, so some widespread rain not out of the question tomorrow. Then notice a little bit more clearing skies there throughout the evening on Wednesday, and that'll be the trend too. You'll see some drier air start to slip in on Thursday. Still some showers around, but not nearly as much action as we've had over the past couple of days. Then Friday, it appears to be the best day of the week in terms of sunshine. We'll see plenty of it, and temperatures will be into the upper 80s on Friday. And then another front moves in, and that front could give us a chance for some more showers and storms. You'll notice that in the forecast here that the majority of the bulk of the precipitation stays down to our south on the scale there, plus 4 inches from our area southward. But for us, we're expecting about a ½ inch to 2 inches of rainfall scattered about tomorrow. Small craft advisory remains in effect, seas 3 to 5 feet, and choppy conditions on the bays and inland waters. Water temperature now at 83 degrees, and expect scattered showers through area beaches. And low tide upcoming will be at 5:44. Sunrise will be at 6:35. Tonight, mostly cloudy, scattered showers and storms still developing. It will turn breezy tomorrow, too. Southwest winds 15 to 20, and the extended forecast calling for less of a chance for rain on Thursday, even less than that on Friday. And for the weekend, we're looking at scattered storms, some sunshine intermixed, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. The woman accusing comedian Bill Cosby of drugging and sexually assaulting her took the stand for the first time today to testify. Andrea Constand says she saw the comedian as a mentor. She says one night in 2004, he offered her some blue pills to ease her stress, but they made her feel dizzy, she says. She says that's when Cosby began groping her and forced her to touch him. The defense will have a chance to cross-examine her tomorrow. They have already raised questions about why she continued to reach out to Cosby even after these alleged incidents. Cosby is denying all accusations and says he will not testify. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's a look at tonight's show, and it's wonderful. You cut a hole in the grapefruit?
Yes, you do.
Wouldn't that sting?
You got to know what you're doing.
Guillermo, go get a grapefruit.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
I dream of the creature by night and by day. Wielding my weapon, I slaughter my prey. 2,000 cash, I'll be rolling in dough. So hey, you big monster, come out from below. So hey, you big monster, come out from below.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Now, sports.
The Rays are finally back home tonight, kicking off a 3-game series against the White Sox. In the top of the first, Yolmer Sanchez with a home run to bring the White Sox up by 1. The Rays tied up in the bottom of the second with Corey Dickerson scoring off a fly ball from Evan Longoria. And then top of the 7th, the second home run of the night for the White Sox, and then Todd Frazier in the top of the 9th seals the deal. White Sox win this one 4-2. Sarasota High School alum and Cincinnati Reds player Scooter Gannett becoming part of history in the MLB tonight as the Reds face the Cardinals. Beginning in the bottom of the third, Reds already up by 1. Gannett with the grand slam to bring the Reds up by 5. Bottom of the fourth, the Reds up 8-0. Gannett with a 2-run home run to put the Reds into double digits. Bottom of the sixth, he hits a solo home run. And then let's go to the eighth inning. At this point, he is really not making friends with the Cardinals pitcher. He hits a line drive for a 2-run home run, helping the Reds win 13-1. He is the first Reds player to ever hit 4 home runs in a game and the 15th player in league history in the modern era to ever do that. As far as we can tell, 4 is the most that have ever been hit in a single game. Sarasota crew spent this wet Tuesday preparing for the upcoming youth rowing nationals at Nathan Benderson Park. Both the boys and girls teams were out on the park today, fitting in their practice runs. Sarasota is the current state champions and a 6-time Southeast Regional champion. They will be one of 154 clubs from around the country racing here this weekend.
We have a few boats that are right there knocking on the door for a medal, which is, we haven't had for a few years.
We've been training since August for this regatta. I was here last year. It was very exciting. I will say it is more exciting when it's somewhere else, but having it here in our hometown is pretty awesome too.
It's very exciting to be able to have a bit of an upper hand, I would say, and be able to practice here.
The U.S. Rowing Youth Nationals take place this Friday through Sunday, and tickets are still available for that event. That's a look at sports. We'll have our winning lotto numbers right after this.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world.
If you get knocked down, stand up again. Rip it up again. Give me one chance, I'm gonna make it. Give me my chance, this is my chance, I'm gonna take it.
The new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Going on now. For every 2 windows you buy, get 1 more free. Call today.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
If a Suncoast man gets his way, you may get the chance to travel over the Sunshine Skyway Bridge without getting in your car. The group Henry Event Co. is pushing for Manatee County officials to approve the Sunshine Skyway Half Marathon. Runners would go from the rest stop on the north end of the Skyway to Blackstone Park in Palmetto. The half marathon would cause I-275 to be shut down from the Pinellas Bayway in St. Pete to US 19 in Manatee County. Some of the proceeds of this event would go to local nonprofits. Event organizers need approval from Manatee County before this event can become official. They're hoping for New Year's Day because they say that is the lowest day of traffic for the Skyway the whole year. And finally, tonight we have our fair share of peacock problems on the Suncoast, but nothing like this. Check this out. A peacock in California managed to get into a liquor store and did not want to leave. The store's front door was left open, so the bird just walked right on in. It seems the bird had some pretty expensive taste because the store owner says it destroyed about $500 worth of wine and champagne. An animal control officer was able to capture the peacock about 90 minutes after it got into the store. 90 minutes.
Wow. $500 worth.
Yeah, $500.
Breaking some good bottles there.
Right, right. But, you know, their wingspan and their,
Pretty birds, you know,
very
just
pretty,
kind of annoying
very
sometimes.
Loud. Yeah. Very annoying, but very beautiful. Yeah.
Weather tomorrow, and we're, again, wet. Looks for some showers and storms around.
80%. You got to get that umbrella, rain jacket, rain boots, all the above. Yep. See you tomorrow.